Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Momo, and it's been a while since I posted here, but I thought I'd just kind of upload this video because I just recently got a new bag and the package is here, and so I just wanted to do an unboxing because I'm kind of excited about this bag. It remains sealed and it's from the horse. It's kind of had a very similar look and feel to the puzzle. I saw somebody at my workplace come in with it and I was immediately sold. It had that same slouch, that same kind of look, but when I looked it up, it's not nearly as expensive. I was going to fly to Europe to get a puzzle bag because it's cheaper in Europe with the VAT refund, plus the ticket price is cheaper on top of that. So maybe this might be a nice little exploration into what it's like to carry a slouchy bag. So let's take a look. All right, so I'm gonna open up this box. Let's see here. Inside is this card from the horse. Our handcrafted leather bags are high-grade investments that deserve to be loved. The leathers we use are premium hides tanned under gold-rated leather working group environmental protocols, then dyed so they age beautifully. Be careful not to scratch or rub your product against abrasive surfaces. Keep it away from damp or humid environments. Avoid direct exposure to sunlight. Lots of things, basically, how to take care of your item. And your order was packed in love, and it is actually handwritten. Like, that is pen ink by Matt. I don't know if you can see it, but that is actually kind of interesting. I didn't expect that. That's cute. And it's from Australia, so this has shipped from Australia. But let's take a look at the actual contents because I'm excited about this bag. All right, the horse. All right, so it's in a nice little dust bag, typical for, leather bags to get. Let's see. Bringing it out again. It's wrapped pretty delicately. And so it's in this cardboard, that side. And then I unwrap this. Nice. So, I got this cream bag. And, it's kind of like, should I get a cream bag or a light colored bag, especially with denim transfer? And also, like, I have 3 kids as a mom, and they're kind of young, so I get lots of different things on my body because kids are not necessarily the cleanest people yet. So, but honestly, like, I knew that I would love a white puzzle bag, but I'm not gonna spend that much money on a puzzle bag that is white, because of the reasons that I said before. But on a bag of this price point, I was like, if I'm going to go for it, I'll get something that I truly want, because I know I'll get something more staple, like a saddle brown or even a black in the puzzle if I were to go that route. But overall, from first perspective, it does have a little bit of a smell to it, so I might spend some time to air it out, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just keep it on. It's really soft. It looks like it's really well made. Like, everything seems to be, on par. There's like leather feet at the bottom, which is kind of nice, especially because Loewe did away with their feet on their puzzle bags, at least the metal ones. So so far I can't see anything that's like glaring. And again, at this price point, like, even if there was some kind of interesting thing, I feel like I'm generally an okay person. I can do a lot. I will say there is a kind of a bit of a smell, but I have 3 kids, so smells are kind of not foreign to me. But I think I don't see this kind of lingering on for long, because it's probably because I have the bag like right in front of my face. So let's open it up. So it's a metal flap, it looks like. This is very well, carefully packed. This is, I will say this handle's a little short, so it might be a bit to kind of get it in, but I love this flap opening, so it opens like that. Very double wrapped. Leather strap. Pretty nice, I would say. Very well packaged. For something at this price point, it's pretty well packaged. I've gotten Coach bags that are not as packaged as this. Full price. But yeah, like, it's looking pretty spacious inside. That's a lot of space, I would say. I have a Kuliana half moon bag that I got. Still excellent quality. Love that bag. Got it in 2021 and it still looks like not too long after I bought it. It has gone through the ringer, especially it has gone through 3 kids. But you can see there's a lot of space in here. It's really well constructed. It looks clean. This looks like a great bag. Let's like close it up. And that's that slouch I was looking for. It's so cute. Now it's time to put stuff in. I hear on the grapevine that to maintain the slouch, you want to put your stuff in the bag, but you don't want to fill it. So let's take it to the test. So first off, the things that absolutely need to go into this. So we have the wallet. We have the phone. I have a very big phone. It's the 24 Ultra on Samsung. Samsung makes very big phones. And I only buy bags that can fit my phone because it's just a utility. So like everybody has those rules. So far that's what that looks like in there. I have my keys on my cute Kirby lanyard because if I don't have my keys on a lanyard, I will lose them. There's no like thing to hold them with, but you know. And I'm using the Orbit key holder to kind of keep them tucked away so they're not like scratching things anywhere. It doesn't really defeats the purpose because I have my bike key here, but it's still there. Just kind of pop that in for now. Earbuds. I have my little pouch, hand sanitizer, cream, perfume, lip gloss, because the girl can't be getting ashy and dry out here. Let's see, I've got my pen. I'll put that in the pocket here. I bought this notebook because I've been wanting to carry around a notebook, but I've been using a Lululemon Everywhere belt bag lately and it doesn't really fit something like this. So I'm just gonna stick it in here, see if it fits and see how that looks. And quite frankly, there's a lot of space. Still, that's like a lot of stuff and there's still a lot of space. Let's do the slouch test. Heavy, but still does the job. Still does the slouch. And if I were to throw in a pair of sunglasses and like another one of my little pouches here, does it still, like there's a lot in here. It's pretty full. It's starting to become a little bit of a black bag, but let's do the slouch test. Still has that look. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. And it's soft. I like this. It's not something that you can wear on your shoulder. It's not really like that, but crux of the arm, you know, carry. I think I'll probably, if I were to, like, this is something I would like grab out of my front seat and then head into a store and hold it like this. And I think it looks beautiful. I wonder if I can adjust the slouch there. I think it's just about the way that the stuff is in there. Let's try out the straps. Oops, help myself in the head. Let's see. This is like so carefully packed. It does have silver hardware, and I would consider myself a gold hardware girly, like a gold girly. But honestly, I have no problem in mixing metals. Like, my belts will be like gold, and my leather jacket is silver, and I wear my leather jacket from Madewell like all the time. They do have one with like a leather jacket with brass headwear, but you know, that came out basically after I got mine. And yeah, so like I've become accustomed to mixing metals and stuff, and I think it adds a little flair of like interest to the outfit. Not to say that like some people are very, you know, near and true to keeping with their metals, and there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with mixing metals in my opinion. But that's my opinion, and I'm not an expert or anything, so take that with a grain of salt. Let's see, that's one side. All right, so you will see this bag in action where I have stuff in it. And then I would love, I'm a big nerd. When I say that, I have like a ton of keychains of like from Dance Dance Revolution to Mario to like Legend of Zelda. Like I'm a big Nintendo fan. But I also have like other cute keychains and Rio, Tokidoki Memorial. There's been a lot of talk and debate about whether you should deck a bag out with bag charms. Bag charms have been kind of rising in popularity lately. I say do what you want. And a lot of people say, well, what's really right? Like, what should I want? If you want to be trendy, I mean, it's trendy right now, but you don't have to engage in all the trends, right? I like bag charms. I've been doing it before it was cool. I just never really had like a bag that was bag charm worthy until now. So I might deck this out with a few charms here. There's like perfect loops for that. So this is what it looks like with the strap on. I'll stand up. I've got my sweatpants on, so don't judge me. Here it is. I am 5'5". So this is what that looks like. You kind of lose the slouch a little bit with the wearing it kind of on the body, because now your body's kind of like dispersing the contents versus holding it, but it still has that slouch. It just loses it a little bit on the crossbody. So this is where it falls squarely, maybe a little bit below my hip. That's what that looks like. I prefer not to wear things crossbody. I prefer to wear them over my shoulder, just because it's kind of like I still am hands-free, but it's not as in the way for me, but like when I'm handling kids, it's crossbody just because it's really out of the way. I wonder if I can shorten the straps. It looks like there are some ways you can adjust it. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to see if I can make it shorter so it's like a shoulder bag. That's what I want to do. But this is pretty like flexible in terms of like being able to like manipulate it and wear it how you want. There's a bunch of like loops here where you can kind of adjust the straps, and so that's what I did. So now it is on the shortest setting. So we'll see how that looks. This is the shortest setting. So here it is on the shortest setting. I like this as a shoulder bag. Still a little too long to have that kind of feel. But what I love, like, to kind of, like, it would be nice to have it like something like up here and have it like a real shoulder bag. But what's nice about this is that even though this is the shortest setting of the strap that comes with it, this is removable and interchangeable. I can literally just go on Amazon and buy myself a shoulder strap. And I love that. I love that. And then I grab this and I'll have my keychains on there and all that cute stuff. I'm excited about this bag. I love it. If I were to give it a rating between like 1 to 10, like for the value, this bag, I think I bought it just about $200. And for $200, this is, I think, great value for somebody who engages and likes to purchase bags, right? You know, and when I say that, like, I'm not a big bag purchaser. I don't have the wall of bags behind me from Louis Vuitton and Chanel and Hermes. Like, I don't have that, unfortunately. but I buy bags sparingly and more so for the utility rather than the design. But I do have like my core collection, and this is going to be a daily driver for me. I love it. I really do. I would rate this like a 10 out of 10 in terms of value for me right now. Like for what I paid for it and what's giving me and why I bought it in the first place. I love the look. It's got that slouch look that I was looking for in the puzzle. And depending on how I like this, there's going to be 3 things that come out of this. 1, I love slouch bags like this. I use it all the time. I'm getting the puzzle because I want that ultimate slouch bag for me. 2, I have lived the slouch bag life, and honestly, I don't really love it. So I'm not going to spend my money on a puzzle. Instead, I will go and do something else. Or C, which is the intermediary. I love slouch bags, and I have a slouch bag that I absolutely love. And I don't feel like I need to buy another puzzle. So I'm going to use this towards something different. And what that something different is to be determined. But because the dupe game out there is strong, as you can see. I wouldn't even consider this a dupe of the puzzle, in the sense of like the only really thing that it has in common is kind of like that slouch and kind of the handlebag with the strap. But beyond that, like the puzzle's unique, and so I wouldn't be opposed to having this and a puzzle. So it's just something to consider. But yeah, that's my review of this bag. This is from The Horse, an Australian brand. I think they did an excellent job. There's even a video out there of a guy who rips this apart and says this is an excellent value bag, and I couldn't wholeheartedly. Now I'm gonna probably, air it out a little bit, but it's a great bag. Anyway, stay calm, stay true to yourself, and I'll catch you next time. Toodles.